By the end of this session, you will be able to create this beautiful animation, which gives you an introduction and practice of different blocks in the motion block. You'll get to know how the sprite can walk, jump, turn, bounce, and many more. So let's get started. First things first, let's choose the backdrop. We used the backdrop Metro. Select that. This sprite looks a bit big for this backdrop, so let's make it a bit smaller. Try the size 50. This looks fine to me. Maybe still a bit bigger. Make it 25. This looks fine. So let's try to adjust it on the starting position. This looks better. So in the first instance, we would like the sprite to walk till the very end of this building. Choose this block when green flag clicked. So this will start the animation. Choose the repeat block from the control blocks. Go to the looks block and choose the next costume. This is to create the walking motion. Select move 10 steps. So I'm gonna make it 5. Let's try. Right, so it has walked 50 steps because it's 10 times 5, so that's 50. Let's run again. And run again. So it's walking. It seems to be walking a little too fast. So let's apply some weight. Let's try initially with half a second, which is 0.5. This seems very slow to me. So let's reduce this weight. I think let's try with 0.25. Yeah, it looks maybe a bit slow, still a bit slow, but we're getting there. So let's try 0.1. I think this is fine. Yeah, this looks fine to me. So let's go with this. Right, so I'm bringing it back to the initial position. So one thing you notice that whenever we ran the project, the cat started barking from where it was. So I think we need to do a setup in the beginning that every time when the program starts, it should actually start from pretty much this position where it is at the minute. And we need to have the costume as the costume 1. So in the beginning, it will start from here every time. And the costume will be the costume 1 as well. So I'm trying to adjust it a bit more. I think it is not finishing where I would have liked it to. So probably we can adjust the initial position again. So I'm making x minus 101 and y as 35. Let's run the project. Right, so this looks pretty good to me. Okay, the next thing we need to do is we need the cat to jump from there to there. So let's pull this glide block. So first thing is that we would like it to jump and reach to a maximum point, a maximum height, probably up to here. Right, so you can figure out what the coordinates are. It's showing x30 and y39. So I'll make it x30 and y39. Let's try this. Okay. Okay, the next thing is that it will actually jump up to this point. And the coordinates are 113 and 6. So let's pull this glide block again. I'll make it a little bit slower. So I'm making the glide to take 2 seconds. So let's try this. It has jumped. It has reached up to maximum point. And there you go. Excellent. Okay, the next thing is that the cat should walk again. So we have to repeat the same things, the same blocks that we did initially when the cat started walking. So repeat 10 times, change the costume. Next one would be move 5 steps and apply weight as well. So similar blocks, we are repeating them here. Point 1. So let's run the program again and see how it goes. So it has jumped. It has reached to the other side and it has started walking immediately. But it actually hasn't reached to the very end, I think. So probably we can adjust the jump and we can have the cat jump at a point which is a bit ahead. So let's make x120 and y10 and try the program, run the program again. Yeah, a bit better. A little bit more adjustment. Let's make x121 and y9. I think this looks fine to me. So the next thing is the jump. It has to fall, it has to jump from here to the ground. So let's just change the Y position by -100 and see how it goes. Wow. Okay, it's still hanging in the middle. So probably we need to change Y by a bit more. So let's try to make it, instead of -100, let's try to make it -100 and maybe 20. And try again. Okay, that's fine. One thing is that it should jump from this point. So it should come to the very end and then jump. So let's try to make some adjustments. Okay, at the minute the coordinates it's showing are 127 and 8. So I'll try to make them 128. And y is fine, I think. So it's jumping. Yeah, I think that looks good to me. This looks perfect. So after it reaches the ground, we need to apply some weight. Okay, next thing we need to do is that we need to get the cat walking again. So I've picked up the repeat block again. So we're pretty much repeating the steps which we did up there when the cat was walking. Choose the next costume. Go to the motion blocks again. Choose the move block. Move 5 steps. Pick up the weight block. Apply some weight, which we chose to be minus, 0.1. Yeah, this time the cat needs to walk a bit more, like it has to walk all the way back as well. So I have made the loop to repeat 100 times. Let's try that. Okay, so it seems to be walking, but it is stuck at the very end. We learned in last lesson that we probably need to do a bounce back at this point. And you remember that if on edge bounce block is something that we need to use here. And we also need to use the rotation style. So let's put these blocks and run the program again and see how it goes. And it has bounced very nicely. So it's walking and walking and walking. It reaches to the other side and it stops there. Let's make it 120 so that it walks a bit more. All right, so let's run the program. Whoa, what is it doing? All right, so we probably need to add something more in the setup. So the cat is pointing towards the other side. So we have to add in the setup that it should actually point towards right on your screen. So let's point it in direction 90. So it fixes the problem. So it's walking and walking and walking. It reaches to the other side and it bounces again and it stops. Excellent. So in next lessons, or when we go to the advanced lessons, we will see how can we arrange our program a bit better and how can we arrange these repeating blocks. We can make functions, and we can make our own blocks. So this concludes our session. Thank you.